tight as the iPhone 5 and as painful as a South African elbow to the face. It's Jono and Ben at 10.
Welcome along to Jono and Ben at 10. I'm Ben.
And I'm Jono, and over there judging us and being tall in a corner is Guy Williams.
This show should be called New Zealand's Not Got Talent.
Now this week, saw these shocking photos of Kate Middleton surface all over the internet, right? They were terrible. From her holiday overseas.
And if our sources are correct, Williams spent that time sketching Kate like that, and then they drowned in icy waters.
Now the big news this week, Valerie Adams arrived home to a big hero's welcome. Unfortunately for her, Guy Williams turned up as well.
What do you mean, unfortunately for her? I love Valerie Villi.
Her name's Valerie Adams, Guy.
Valerie Villi is so awesome that she won an Olympic gold medal when the Olympics weren't even on.
Valerie Adams.
I'll get it right in the piece.
This was an exciting day for me. I'd been at the same airport 4 weeks ago asking the big questions.
How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel?
All the media guns were here, and I needed to get to Valerie first to prove my media chops.
It's going to be a scrum. Get in there and make sure that you're, first and foremost.
It's the first interview you're going to be able to do, and it's going to be eye-level stuff. It's going to be...
Suddenly, I spotted Val. This was my big moment.
Guy Williams from Jono and Ben at 10. Congratulations. It's an honour to have you. I can't believe the other media haven't noticed. Welcome back to New Zealand. We've missed you a lot. How does it feel?
I'm not Val.
Who are you?
I'm her older sister.
Even better. Elder sister, welcome back. How's it going?
That was awkward. But the real Val wasn't far off, and I needed to get myself into prime position. And there she was. I was too far back. Time to go rogue.
Val, welcome to New Zealand. How does it feel?
Amazing. I'm just so happy, very humbled and privileged to be here. I didn't know that welcome was going to be this big.
Nailed it.
In your face, I got the first question.
I know, but you're so bullshit.
Yeah. Are you gutted that I've done 7 sweet interviews and you have done none?
I haven't got to gut it at all. I'll just wait my turn.
I also did the first question as well.
What was your first question?
Val, how do you feel?
Why didn't you ask her, Val, what's the square root of 64?
Val, what's the square root of 64?
Sorry?
Square root of 64.
What?
That was a bloody balls up to the max.
What? Did she give you the right answer?
No, she looked at me like I was an idiot.
But aren't you an idiot?
Well, would an idiot bring his own podium to the airport to give Val the first medal ceremony in New Zealand history?
Do you want to give the podium a test run? Craig Stanaway! And in silver medal, Cosmos! Congratulations, mate. And in gold medal position, Valerie Villi! I've had some brain explosions in my day, but that was a massive explosion. I'm so sorry.
Tell you what, it's not the first time an attempt at comedy's gone wrong at the airport, hey, Ben?
Oh.
You may as well have called her Nardizia Ostapchuk.
I should have done that, yeah. Next time, guys. Waiting for Rio 2016. Anyway, don't worry, I smooth-headed it out the second time. Let's check it out. And in gold medal position, ladies and gentlemen, from New Zealand, Valerie Adams! Yeah!
Thank you.
God of nations at thy feet.
Guy, first question, Williams. Nailed it.
Bombs up. Now we've just got to wait for 8 dudes in Nick Willis's race to fail drug tests as well.
But the good news is, guys, the drug cheats, they'll stop taking drugs. Everyone does. Whitney Houston, drug-free for 8 months now.
Oh, too soon.
Not too soon. That was in February. If anything, not soon enough.
But I tell you what, Guy forgetting names wasn't the most awkward thing to happen this week, was there? I mean, we had the bloody poor turnout at protests.
When I say no, you say SSLs. No! SSL! No!
Yeah, just your kids showing up. It's pretty embarrassing. Petra was in the back of the wrong news broadcast.
To the airport in that
Shot,
fashion.
Petra.
There was some Tom Siapel here as well.
And we had your photo scandal. Scandalous.
Oh, I see what you've done there, yeah.
It's your head on Princess Kate Middleton.
Yeah, very nice.
Guy.
So we decided to get even more awkward in this week's Action Men.
Today's Awkward Athlon is a medley of awkward situations pre-packaged in a sports format. Round 1, hand-holding.
Looks a little bit like the dude from The Rock is going to mug a couple of people.
Hey, boys. How are you, mate? Couldn't grab... How are you?
Oh, he's locked in line.
Should we walk down? My hands are freezing.
Oh, he's pulled away, yes.
Can I hold your hand, mate? Can I hold your hand? I can go get fucked. Thanks, boys. Then I got told to go get fucked.
Awkward athlon.
These two look like backpackers. What is going to be the technique? Dog sniffing his genitals. He's separating them. He's gone in the middle. He's got a double. He's got a double.
Your hand's super warm.
He's done a double.
You really got to use the pocket, Teddy. The dog's not happy about this.
Stick him.
I'm a little scared. All right.
What is your technique?
Just a nice smile.
People like holding hands more on the beach than they do the footpath.
Awkward athlon. Round 2. Place your hand on a stranger's while on an escalator.
Okay, I see him stalking. Is he stalking a couple? And he's locked a hand in, and he's been caught.
Sorry, bro, I just lost my balance there a little bit.
Brave move. He was the third leg in the threesome.
Yeah.
They wanted to kick him out immediately the next morning after.
Oh, we've got a big dude there. Pryor's in behind. Oh, it's a long time.
Wow! That would be a Olympic record.
That was impressive.
That was the Michael Phelps of hand holding on escalators.
Awkward athlon. Final round. Rub a stranger's neck for a minute.
Wasn't embarrassing enough. Nick minute.
It's lovely. You have a nice day.
Slowly come down. Lots of shoulder.
Oh, you're okay, right? Good? Just enjoy it. How's that?
Okay,
fair enough.
It's weird because we're not wearing shirts.
Just imagine how bad that could have gone.
Yeah.
Is exactly how bad it went.
Awkward athlon.
Was it weird to go the lady sitting on the bench over there?
Is it a low point? I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
Good luck, mate. Slow approach. And he's engaged.
Just giving out free neck rubs today.
She's trying to get away from it all.
She's looking a little tense over here on the shoulders.
She's succumbed to his fingers. They are magic. Keep going.
Sorry about that.
Magical fingers, Ben.
That is horrible. Well done. Did anyone win that?
They're definitely both the losers.
Particularly you for watching this.
That joke was funny in 2011.
You get to finish your Nick Minute gag there, guy?
No, I just thought it was a good observation.
Time for this
Nick Minute!
Time for this week's Jono versus Ben.
Scissors v Rock. Rock wins. Jono v Ben. Who wins?
Now, in this week's semi-pointless challenge, we've decided to make our own superhero movie.
Yeah, and have you seen the movie The Avengers? It's like a team of superheroes coming together to fight evil.
They're like the Warriors, except they win a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought I'd combine some superheroes from the TV.
Supplements, protein powders.
Times have changed. Television commercials are being watched less and less. Thanks to a new and evil technology.
Fast-forwarding the ads is good, bitch!
Lamb chops only $5.99 a kilo.
Can't hear you.
Dogs, undies.
Parental block!
But I have assembled a team. A team to battle the new technology. But wait, there's more. The Avengers.
Guess who's come for dinner?
This year, we fight back.
Those are my togs.
Quick, someone get us batteries! No, my double A's!
The Avengers. But wait, there's more.
Oh, the pause button!
couldn't get the Briscoes lady in a sketch, eh?
She doesn't get out of bed for less than $10,000, apparently. But she does have really good Manchester on that bed, though. It was always a sale.
Oh, I tell you, I heard she only uses it once, then burns it in front of homeless people. Anyway, coming up very shortly, our man-child's interview, Jason Kerrison from New Zealand's Got Talent.
When I play a prank on him at a Flash Auckland restaurant in front of homeless people.
But first, here's this week's old news.
This week, everyone was out for John Hawkesby's new TV game show, It's in the Flag. Valerie from South Auckland, the medal or the flag? Oh, well, it is a nice flag. What shall she do, Auckland waterfront? The medal, the flag. This is a shitty idea for a show. While in the islands, the campers were all out in the hope that Cape Middleton's nungas would be on display again. Yes, I've seen them and they're pretty sweet. But the only person going topless today will be me. This shirt is f***ing horrendous.
Welcome back to Jono and Ben at 10. Now, there's a whole host of talent shows on at the moment, including the one we badly auditioned for last week. Surprisingly, we didn't get picked up.
A large part of me died inside of me that day. We're still hoping for the wildcard entry, though, I tell you what. But this week's episode was the Coca-Cola corkscrew roller coaster of emotions.
I dedicate the song and all my music to my runaway cat, Sushi. Smile on your face lets me know that you need me.
I reckon his cat ran away because he hated Ronan Keating.
And we got some real bad news for you, kid. We found your runaway cat, Sushi.
Now the people's favourite.
Available at St. Pierre's.
No. Now the people's favourite was this chick and her loop pedal, right?
I tell you, Judge Jason Kerrison was so impressed.
Not only is it the best thing that I've seen today, it's one of the best things I've ever seen, hands down.
One of the best things he's ever seen. Sucks to be his two children and their birth. He obviously hasn't seen Television Breakdown, my exciting new segment.
Oh, no!
Time for the loop pedal remix! Dun, dun, dun. Television Breakdown. Girl, I know you like it.
It's a no from me.
Yeah, it's a no from me. I'm sorry. It's a no from both of us.
We won't be seeing you at Hollywood, dog.
Maybe next year.
Anyway, this week our man-child's caught up with Jason Kerrison, mainly because we couldn't get Rachel Hunter and no one knows the name of the guy from UB60.
Roadies from Shapes, feeding you the man-childs. They're more than just poor grammar. They're Jono and Ben at 10 years old.
I'm Lil Jono. And I'm Lil Ben. And today we're talking to Jason Kerrison. Can you tell us who wins New Zealand's Got Talent?
I don't even know. I can't see into the future.
Do you think a trumpet player will win?
The show?
Yeah. Didn't Rachel say you can't beat a trumpet? Did Rachel Hunter ask you out? Or are you 45 years too young for her? You don't need to cover your mouth laughing.
No. She's hot, eh? She's smoking.
Is she actually smoking?
She doesn't smoke. No.
Oh, phew.
No.
On behalf of NZ, who the hell is Ali Campbell?
I'm not sure. He's really nice, though.
Your band is called Op Shop. Do you get all your clothes from there too? Or does it just look like it?
It's very nice.
We didn't write these questions.
Oh, no.
Your next tour is called Hits and Giggles. Is that a comedy version of Once We're Warriors?
No, it's so what it is, it's us, Op Shop, going out on tour with a comedian on the road with us.
You think it's the end of the world this year, so does that mean New Zealand's Got Talent marks the beginning of the end?
It's the end of a 26,000-year cycle, so it's the beginning of it come 21st of December, and there's a whole bunch of cycles within that because it's the main prophecies and how they work.
I did not understand a word you just said.
You guys are good. You guys are actually better than your future selves. What happened to you?
We hear you're building an ark. Since you're a rock star, instead of filling it with animals, will you fill it with ladies in bikinis?
Yeah. And a guy, because, You know.
Need a couple of mates to drink with.
Sorry?
You need a couple of mates to drink with.
That's the funniest thing I've heard all day. Yeah.
Nice interview, boys, but I tell you what, Ben, I'm not much of a New Zealand's Got Talent fan.
Really?
No, more of an X Factor USA type of guy. Thursday and Friday nights, 7:30 on TV3.
Now that new show, Britney Spears is
available on demand at tv3.co.nz.
Thank you.
Brilliant show.
Good company, man. Now, Britney Spears is a judge. And isn't it nice to see Britney Spears in a room full of judges and not have them take her kids away?
I don't get it. Oh, yeah, she's a bad parent. Classic.
And speaking of awful parenting, The Ridges continued this week on TV3.
Now, on that show, The Ridges, they like to spend a bit of time at a Flash Ponsonby Road restaurant. Now, this week, Mr. Rockbogan, you got dragged along there for a meeting, didn't you?
Yeah, wasn't looking forward to it, and I definitely regret telling you.
That was a bad idea.
Now, you don't really see Jono in the social pages. It's not really his scene. And he's been whinging all week about the fact he's been taken out for lunch by TV3 publicity to a very flash Auckland restaurant just around the corner. And I thought it's time for him to be seen at a flash place like this. Let's make a whole song and dance about it, because I'm a great friend. He's at the table, he's settled in nicely. Away you go, just up there. Bald guy, looks like Coxie. You couldn't get a more look at me outfit than that right there, could you?
Oh my God, look who's here!
That's so stupid. All right, come on, away you go, ladies. Let's do this. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Jono and SPQR. A nice little Jono cheer just to pick him up.
Jono!
You guys, away you go.
Let's go, Jono, let's go!
All right, guy, wrap this thing up, man. So, woo.
How does it feel?
Fucking embarrassing, to be honest. His head is down. Did you have something to do with this? Why did you put
Jono Pryor, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Very well done. Hooray! Let's lean away. That was tense.
Sorry, mate.
No, it's hilarious.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, just I work on a stupid TV show, Douchebags.
Oh,
yeah, mate. Fuck you, Ben Boyce. I now feel sorry for those celebs. I mean, if Lady Gaga can't attend a public event in a flower helmet without getting her photo taken, I don't know what's wrong with the world.
Don't knock Gaga. She's a fashion icon.
Okay.
This is going big all over the world.
You're ahead of the curve, Guy Williams. They're coming up on the show, a Glee slushie extravaganza and your superhero video.
But first, it's our clean-up of all the smut on New Zealand television.
This program is rated adult.
The Prime Minister is likely to come under further pressure tomorrow to John Banks.
It's going to be a very emotional night. Valerie's going to be, we might see some tonight. And
So the government has reassessed its view of f***ing and taranaki from very, very well done to reasonably well managed.
Welcome back to Jono and Ben at 10 now in Parliament this week. It was stand-up comedy hour.
I tell you what, John Key had created this fictitious world. It was called Planet Key, but I tell you who wasn't happy?
Who's that?
The Greens.
Oh, yeah.
Does he stand by his statement, Planet Key? It would be beautifully governed. Golf courses would be plentiful.
Yes, but I feel that so I was remiss in not adding that the only place you'd find the Greens would be on the golf courses.
On Planet Key are 270,000 children living in poverty while their mums earn $13.50 an hour cleaning the toilets.
Oh no, she didn't.
What do you got, JK? Throw it back in her face.
No, we wouldn't have toilets on Planet Key.
Hey, no, actually, I quite like toilets.
They're quite convenient.
Yeah.
I like toilets too.
Yeah.
Labour leader David Shearer, what would life be like on Planet Shearer?
Look, the whole idea of some fictitious planet where it belittles ordinary working people. Well, of course there'll be toilets on Planet Shearer.
How do we get David Shearer on this show.
Shush, we told him it was the Nation guy.
You realise this show is way below you, eh?
Yeah, I do, actually. But hey, listen, I've got to go and sing a song to Sonny Bill Williams, so I better go.
David Shearer! It's time now for part 2 of Jono versus Ben, and there's been a lot of awkward moments this week, haven't there, Ben? And so what I thought I'd do is create a superhero specifically designed to deal with those awkward moments. Have a look.
It could happen at the office.
Is it a boy or girl? I'm not pregnant.
Awkward. Drinks with friends.
How's the missus, mate?
Yeah, well, maybe I should ask you, Jono.
It was only once, mate, honestly.
No, I mean because she started working in your building.
Awkward. Or just answering the door. Naked. When awkward situations strike, only one superhero has the guts to out-awkward awkward. Captain Awkward! Powerful!
What's the impression of a helicopter?
Hey, I'll send you an email at 4 o'clock about the meeting with Pete. All right, okay.
Captain Awkward!
I was breastfed till I was 18 years old by my dad.
Okay. What were we talking about before the weird guy showed up?
The Warriors!
The Warriors!
Awkward!
This is not for young ladies.
Captain Awkward!
Man, your video was almost as awkward as Mark Richardson asking us what our plan was for repainting his office after we did this to it last week.
Bad thing about that is that we didn't have a plan /and/or any money to repaint the room. But that was until we found the great painters at Ko-Fi Guys. Hey, Guy Williams.
Guys.
Just call the Ko-Fi, guys.
That's how you sell out. All right, time for you to be punished. And you made a crappy musical last week.
Yeah, and boy, was I punished. But until next time, like a Māori culture group waiting at Auckland Airport to deliver a pōwhiri to a man called Bow Wow, please don't forget about us. Until next week, have a nice week. We'll see you later.
The Sucks and the Jokes.
Now, the only musical I know is Glee, and on Glee, the losers get slushied in the face. I think we can make that worse with the Slushinator 5000. It's very liquidy, eh? Is that good or bad? 4 part slushy, 1 part douchebag. Pump it. Let's get in position and wait. I think it's coming. Morning.
What is this?
Very liquidy slushy. So hi to everyone. Everyone else is here.
I'm just going to start my day again.
Say hi to everyone.
Do you want to come in for a coffee?
Yeah, I love
When
to.
you can't fuck off.
Catch you later. Ding ding round 2.
How many pairs of clothes do you want me to wash today, honestly? All right, are we done? Are we wrapped?
Are you happy?
No! No, I'll have the 3rd shower of the day.
All right, Papa Smurf. I'll see you later on, okay? Hey, wait, round 3!
Don't
Just kidding, mate.